Kaley Cuoco drowning in tears over the end of The Big Bang Theory. In the glittering world of television, few shows have managed to define a generation quite like The Big Bang Theory. For 12 groundbreaking seasons, the sitcom not only captivated audiences with its quirky humor and nerdy charm but also built an irreplaceable family among its cast members. At the heart of that family stood Kaley Cuoco, the effervescent actress whose portrayal of Penny evolved from the stereotypical girl next door into one of the show's emotional anchors. And now, years after the show's final curtain call, Cuoco is opening up about just how deeply the series' end affected her, so deeply, in fact, that she found herself drowning in tears. The end of The Big Bang Theory in 2019 marked a major turning point not just for fans, but for the actors whose lives were inextricably tied to the show's success. For Kaley Cuoco, the emotional fallout was more intense than even she anticipated. During a recent interview, Cuoco didn't hold back, candidly revealing that the final season was a roller coaster of emotions that left her gutted and grieving. "I cried for days," she confessed, her voice thick with emotion. "It felt like losing a piece of my soul. That show was everything to me, my heart, my home, my family." Cuoco, who joined the series in its pilot in 2007, formed deep, familial bonds with her co-stars, especially Johnny Galecki, who played Leonard, her on-again, off-again love interest. The chemistry between Penny and Leonard lit up screens, but it was the off-screen camaraderie that made the cast inseparable. "We were more than just co-stars," Cuoco reflected. "We were a family. Saying goodbye wasn't just the end of a job, it was the end of an era." What made the farewell even more emotionally charged was the decision to end the show at what many fans still consider its peak. The announcement came suddenly, and while the public was told it was a mutual decision, Cuoco has since revealed that she was not ready to let go. "I didn't want it to end," she admitted. "None of us did, really. We had more stories to tell. We weren't finished." Her sadness was magnified by the fact that the show ended partly due to Jim Parsons' decision to step away, which meant the rest of the cast had to follow suit. "When Jim made his choice, we respected it. But it broke my heart. It was like watching the foundation of our home crumble." Behind the scenes, Cuoco says the final taping of the show was one of the most emotionally draining nights of her life. The cast had grown accustomed to weekly table reads, inside jokes, shared dinners, and a rhythm that became second nature. The realization that all of it was coming to an end hit her with full force during the last few episodes. "I couldn't stop crying," she recalled. "I was drowning in tears. There was this overwhelming feeling of loss that I just couldn't shake. It wasn't just the show, it was everything we had built together."